Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. If you're over there on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share the video. Make sure y'all like the page. Today, I got the date master with me. Today we're going to be talking about men share their women if they whether they like it or not. And I'm gonna let Chris start this conversation out because he came up with the topic. Let's go.
Let's get it. Oh yeah, we got the date master checking in, new normal podcast. So, like I said, for those who may be familiar with my content, that's just to clear the air. A lot of women had this one particular chick. She cool, but she was like, never take advice from you. I said, I'm glad you say that because I don't give advice to women. I give advice to men. And it
Yeah.
ain't even so much advice. It's really just understanding the situation that we all have found ourselves in, but didn't know why we found ourselves in them. So today, what we're gonna chop up is men. If your woman is on social media and she's showing skin, her figure, courting certain attention, your women because women interact with men. All if she's constantly on social media, it is an incentive as to why she's on social media, putting herself in that manner. Meaning, if she's showing body, making certain posts that court conversation, she's engaging with men behind the scenes. You may not see it in the post, but if it's in the story, that conversations and interactions being had that you are not aware of. Now I'm gonna tell you what brought this conversation up. Fresh and Fit got a lot of slack. Myron said, if he's dating a woman serious, she cannot be on social media, and if she is, I get the password because again, him being in a leadership position. Now I don't agree with everything he's, but he did make certain points as to why he would move that way because he said you have to protect your woman from herself. What you think about that?
But that's insecure.
Which
That's insecure.
protecting your woman from herself or the fact that you have to?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Women gonna say that's insecure. I don't necessarily think the logic is off or flawed at all.
Yeah.
The thing is, what kind of man are you to pick a woman where you feel like you have to protect her from herself, though?
That is, I think men get into these spaces. People don't understand the road to success. Myself, you, those who have, traveled down this entrepreneurial rabbit hole is very deep and it's detailed and it is very difficult to succeed. So I think a lot of men we get egos because of the rejection that we took,
Mm-hmm.
some of the adversity we overcame. You get confidence when you overcome things that are pretty much set in place for you to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So the more that you accomplish, the bigger your ego to get, the more control you're gonna have because your reality reflects that your way works. So when you bring a woman in, a lot of these men that are in power or looking to gain power, they start to become very protective of that space.
Mm-hmm.
So when a woman is doing this, it was like, "Well, you with me, I don't do what all these other dudes do, so you can't do what all these other women are doing." I think that's fair, right?
This is how I feel. If you were a chick, right?
Right.
If let's say she was on social media before you, do you think just because doing something before you think she got to change that particular thing because social media is my life?
I agree. Now,
Okay,
not to cut y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't cut
and
y'all.
I feel like now this is the thing. You could be posting maybe niggas try to clean a bitch up a little bit, right?
Yeah. We do that.
So my thing is you could probably tone it down, baby, because we're in a relationship. I want you to tone it down, but at the same time, if you're dealing with a chick and she makes money off of that type of stuff, it's kind of hard to dictate what a woman can and can't do if you're gonna if she making her own bread because we know typically men have more when you have the more money because she knows, hey, bitch, I could be replaced. But
Facts.
if she making her own bread and stuff like that, and you want to fuck with her, that's just part of something that come with it. Like you just have to deal with that shit.
Now, I did a video the other day called "Money Is Her God" now, and I was like you said, the money is the game changing relationship you have. Money is the big joker. So when you say if she's on social media before you, she's making money. Now that's one thing, but we also got to look at, okay, if I'm coming into your life
Mm-hmm.
or I'm coming into your life to bring you into mine, it would be a conversation where, okay, we're meeting and we have these discussions on about what we want our future to look like. At some point in time, we have to make certain sacrifices and changes in ourselves to bring this future to fruition. It ain't just gonna come, but a lot of people tend to think that they can do the same shit, say the same shit, wear the same clothes, have the same mentality in doing things, and think they're gonna get supreme outcome, and it's not gonna happen.
I think social media, which is what we're talking about, has skewed a lot of people's vision, especially women.
Yeah.
Because, like they said, you have the Thought Olympics now.
Facts.
Yeah,
you got that.
you got the Ratchetnomics and shit like that. So it's like when you see women like Ari, Moneybagg Yo's girlfriend or whatever she is, G Herbo's baby mom, whatever y'all want to call her, Ari Fletcher or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like fucks with a chick's mind to be like, I gotta be on Instagram shaking my ass. I gotta go and do this for social media because I know I can make money, because women look up to these women as their role models.
Now, and I want to touch on that, especially like that, and that's another layer that ties into you share your woman with false idols and false prophets on social media. Let's use Ari Fletcher for example.
Okay.
Women will see Ari Fletcher and see all of this attention she gets, the way she's shaped. She has a good shape. She's a good looking. She's one of the, you'll have fun with in sexually.
She looks like a fun girl.
Yeah, she's a fun girl.
Yeah,
now
that's what she looked like.
The mistake men make, take a fun girl and try to put her in the role of woman. Mm-hmm. Now it may work and look good because revenue with the celebrities, rappers, lifestyle in their mind, as long as money coming in, all the other shit don't matter because money in their eyes can solve any problem.
Right.
A person like myself, or let's say in general pop, we may not be popping. We don't have the voices of the masses like they do. Our opinions and critiques really wouldn't matter to them. But let's say LeBron James and let's say men are on his scale and they started critiquing these type of relationships like a Moneybagg Yo or women like Ari Fletcher, men a certain value. This is why Kevin Samuels blew up so much. He presented himself to have such a prestige and he ended up achieving that. His word became powerful, which is why they tried to derail him, petition to get him off. So when women see these exceptions to the rule, it's common. So they say, well, she do it. If she got married and she a hoe, I can do it too. But baby, what work for her don't work for you. Right. So you take a fantasy or an anomaly and think that it applies to you, and then you have a million other women thinking the same exact followers.
Right, because like I said, we can look at the porn star Mia Khalifa.
Yep.
She just recently got divorced. The thing is, her husband married her knowing that she was a porn star, and like I said, that was his ego thinking that he could change her and still be with her. But my thing is, that's out there on social media forever, right?
Right.
And so even if let's say she never fucked nobody else but you, niggas is still sharing her videos around, sending him the videos, probably sending him videos of them being they dick to his woman and his wife, and is showing him new videos. He think he's seen all the videos she's probably ever done, and like, oh damn, somebody just dug this shit all the way the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Right. So all of this shit is just weird how women think, and when it comes to
I'm gonna start thinking that, well, I'm a social media influencer. I'm on social media just like they on social media. So that means what applies to them applies to me. So again, they'll see these exceptions like Ari Fletcher. They'll see all of these different people, and you have to you really got to you had a level set with the chick and say, hey, this is Instagram. This is really not real.
Right.
This is something that this is a tool. You can entertain yourself. You can educate yourself. You can become informed. So people use social media for different reasons. So when a man is engaging with a chick on a serious level,
you can educate yourself. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. When you put yourself in a position where, okay, I want to be in a relationship. It's certain things that I was doing prior to that relationship that I may not be able to continue. Now, am I saying don't be yourself? No, but certain behaviors to where it's all about respect at that point. Because when we say we're gonna get in a relationship, reason why we in this relationship, we're going to get XYZ out of this. So babe, that means back a little bit on doing this. We have to cut back. We want to put more focus and emphasis on this and growing. So a lot of women say, well, I was on social media before you met me. Well, baby, I'm looking to move. I'm a forward thinking man. I'm not looking to stay here with you. That's
Right.
juvenile. That's immature. That's immature thinking.
Mhm.
I'm looking at the potential in you and where we can grow. And I see social media is a hindrance to you because you're spending too much time on it. And when you speak, I could you only you regurgitate what you seen somebody say on social media. You know how many chicks I see with the same caption on her pics?
We could go further than that. The caption, the
Caption,
same hair,
hair,
makeup,
makeup,
ass,
ass,
cheeks,
cheeks,
eyelashes,
everything.
nails. See, we can keep the shit going. Sheen, shirt by Sheen,
Fashion Nova, all
hair by
this.
Fashion Nova, and shit like, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's why that's the sad part, because there's no originality when it comes to women.
It's a high
None.
mindset. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
That's why they call it the beehive.
Yeah.
Everybody, the Beyonce, the beehive.
I'm about to drop a bomb. You want to know why they follow why they have the mindset they do?
Why?
I just explained it. If they see something working for one,
Mm.
they're gonna apply it to them because I can get that same hair. I'm shaped just like her.
Yeah.
We kind of look alike. Ooh, she look like she used the same lip gloss I use, so we're the same.
Right.
So I see whatever she doing, it's working for her. I got the same kind of build, same kind of aura. I'm gonna do what she do because if it worked for her, it can work for me.
Right.
And then it trickled down. So now you notice we got our own local celebrities, chicks in Birmingham right now that got a similar following. No matter what she look like, what she do, she gonna have hundreds of people in the comments egging her on, whether it's right or wrong.
Right.
And that's ignorant.
Well, like I said, it's because a lot of people haven't matured.
Yeah, arrested development.
And the thing is, social media is our escape, especially for women.
Oh yeah.
And so, and you can see this on a lot of comments.
Yeah,
you will see, like you say, they'll see a hoe get married and the bitch will be in the comments. Oh, she gives me hope.
Yep.
Like, bitch, what? Like, how you modeling your life behind this type of bitch because she's on social media, and what you don't know is she probably paying thousands of dollars for ads and shit to get her shit promoted or work with somebody on this team and get sponsored by this hair and this nail and this dress company and shit like that to push her to be in this limelight like that. Like when people be acting like I can do the same thing. You the team. You don't have the money. You don't have the knowledge, the know-how, the resources to put yourself in a position to be like a Ari Fletcher, like a Chinese kitty, or all these bitches that look the same body, hips. They go to the same doctors, and all these bitches got the same teeth. All of this shit. So it's like it's weird because, like I said, we had that carbon copy, and the thing is, I don't necessarily place the blame on the men. On the women, I would put the blame on the men because I wouldn't even really approach a woman that I see on social media like that.
Thanks.
Because it's like I tell people, like, and there's this thing going around, right? I was on a Facebook yesterday, and a chick had posted a video of a big girl and a little girl beside each other, but they was wearing the same dress. Light skin, it was light skin girl and a white girl, but the white girl was small and the mixed chick, she was bigger. And it was like, oh, she looks better in the dresses than what you call it, but the big girl face here than the smaller girl. And I was like, if they switch bodies, they would be perfect for me. That's what I come. I said, if they switch bodies, she would be perfect for me. Because I was like, so being a little small, faces, her face, she was gorgeous in the face.
Yeah.
Nigga comment, he gonna say, well, I get her and I just had her work out with me and lose some weight. And I'm like, nigga, why would you get with a woman? And I've seen this too many times. Niggas get with bitches and be like, oh yeah, she probably 40 pounds off from being right. I'm gonna get with her and we're gonna work out. And typically she goes the other way. She gained 40 pounds because y'all in a relationship. But like I posted, hey, being in a relationship make you fat because you get complacent. You got the person you feel like you're gonna try to be with forever, be sitting around eating and fucking and dealing with life, other shit that come with life. It'll be hard for a motherfucker that if they ain't have no type of discipline, and we're just using the food as an example, but no type of discipline to be a better person. Like I said, a lot of times we get with people, and when a man deals with a woman like that and say, I'm gonna change her, that's because she's low hanging fruit. But he feel like his ego can clean her up a little bit.
The same thing women try to use as far as a potential with men, like they men. You heard the conversation, they men with potential. Well, men date women with potential. Let's go back to the Mia Khalifa and the social media. Have you relate to this? You ever been on your phone and realize, or you ain't even realize it just hit you and you just slam your phone down? You consume too much. So it's discipline and everything. So when you say, man, I need to get off this internet, I need to put my phone down, you thinking that you putting your phone down because you either tired of it or you need to do something. Your brain has taken in too much information. Your brain can only take in so much information at one time before it they know instinctively their safety and well-being is at stake anytime they deal with a man. It got to be some kind of benefit. You got to be. They're not built to benefit the man. They're built to extract benefits from the man.
Well, that's the crazy part about it. If a woman is trying to extract benefits from a man, then that means she need to do what the fuck he tell her, don't?
That would be the smart thing to do.
But why do women feel like they're entitled to be able to push back on simply saying, "Hey, bitch, I don't want you on motherfucking Instagram," or you don't even got to say go that drastic. You can just say, "I don't want you posting scantily clad photos on the internet. I don't want you to show your boobs. I don't want you to have your ass out in your shorts. I don't want you to, show pictures where you bending over. I don't want, show just a face picture."
You know why? It's 3 reasons. 1, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. 2, she's been doing this for years, so she's gonna think, who are you to come in and tell me I can't do this? 3, she thinks we're equal, meaning you really don't have any authority over me, but she thinks she has authority over you. So she has a egalitarian thoughts process, but in reality, she really thinks she run you after she give you a certain amount of sex or access to her, she thinks she has some type of sovereignty over you. Why you think she buck when you cheat or find there's another girl in there? Because she think y'all equal. She think y'all equal partners.
Well, my thing is, do you think it'll ever be a time where women really understand that we're not equal? Do you think we ever go back
it's
to that?
coming. It is on the way. But when I tell you polygyny is going to be on the rise. You're going to have that polyandry with women. I see women talking about dating multiple men and having boyfriends. Those are weak men. They'll be eating first. But when the shit hit the fan, when we go back to the land of lawlessness, and you got to either be him or you either get eaten or you either eat or you get eaten. You're gonna have women acquiesce in the power. They always acquiesce to men that have the power.
Yeah.
Look how women think going to white men, or black women in particular, think going to white men is going to solve all the problem they're going to get, because they know white men control the access to money. Money is
Well,
their
at least
god.
that's what they think. Because
That's
statistics don't always back. And what and when I say that is the men that they're typically dating are not men of power.
exactly, because it's proximity. Well, that's why I was like,
Hold on, just
oh,
think about this. You know who Lonnie Love is?
yeah,
She got her white man, but what the fuck he do?
bottle shelf bread.
So
Bottle.
and she was a main one talking about how black men want this, black men want that. So she got a white man, but don't nobody checking for that fucking white man.
Because he's white, he's automatically in a higher class, because black men have been, people have been programmed to look at black men as second class citizens.
Yeah.
Why any major scandal, R. Kelly. Now they trying to do Trey Songz. Even people got on board saying Bill Cosby did was guilty of doing what they said he did
with no proof,
and then they just released him and said, "All right, he gone, he free." No kind of correction, no apology, no nothing from these these fake witnesses. Nothing. Yeah. They just say, "All right, you can go."
Which that shit is scary.
And like I said, after you see so many black men being put in that light, villainized, demonized, you're going to stereotype subconsciously and it's gonna be like a reflex. Like, yeah, that's he got a hoodie on, he got on there, he on some mug and shit.
Yeah,
it's just a stigma that come with being presented and conditioned in a certain light over and over and over again.
So, question: how would you go about? Let's say you had a chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was social media famous. You get with her. She bad as fuck. You like her vibe and feel. How would you approach her with her social media? She makes money off social media.
Yeah.
But how would you approach asking her to maybe tone it down? Or, if you were a type of nigga, you might want to say, hey, you need to get off social media. How would you do either or scenario?
And I'm going to tell you why my approach would be totally different than most men, because I use women for what they're good for. So if I see a woman that's on social media using in that fashion,
yeah,
and we connect, we're going to do what works, and I'm going to handle you in a way that works for you and me. I'm not going to try to change your nature or change what you are doing that actually is working. So let's say I meet this chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to try to do nothing and force her to change nothing because it's working. Because when you try to change a person, that's when they buck on you.
Yeah.
So I know automatically what I can do with her. I know I know we're going to do this right here. This is what we're going to do. Now, we doing this because I'm not against a woman being on social media at all.
Yeah.
My thing is men having the mindset on knowing the chick that they choosing and knowing that this chick is choosing and why she choosing you. You got to ask why. Why you fuck with me?
Yeah.
What is it about me? All right. I got to know this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you give me some bullshit, I'm like, yeah, I'm just something to do.
You don't think that's an insecure question?
Nope.
Why not?
Because if I should, like, let's say if I sit down a job interview, right? And this is a major position.
Okay.
Like, you got to have skills. Like I say, I do graphic design, right?
Okay.
I got to be able to walk all this stuff down on why I'm the best candidate for this position, right? Because this pay $200 a year. This that big dog check. So if, let's say, I'm the CEO of this company that's about to pay this person a big chunk of change, then you better be able to convince me that you know what you're doing.
All right.
Versus me coming in filibustering and just expecting, oh yeah, he gonna be a good candidate because he in here. He wouldn't have been able to get an interview if he wasn't good. No, tell me why you deserve this spot.
So that would go back to my question, because if she fucking with you, just like you interviewing for a position, you would have to ask her why she's fucking with you. You would already know why she's fucking with you.
Again, I would know, but do she know?
So you're trying to figure out, does she know?
Do she know why she fucking with me? Because a lot of times she gonna say the cliche, I mean, you cool, you doing this, you know, you successful, you in the same regurgitated answer. I'm gonna know, do you really know what this is?
Yeah.
Because like I said, myself, I carry myself in a different light than most men. Like, I take myself serious, but I also understand where I'm at and where I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
A lot of men don't think about their future and what they really wanted to look like. What I learned, like, in my dating life, any space when I was giving myself the best, like right now, I'm giving my all to myself. My grind, I'm in the gym, I get the best reaction from my chick. Yeah. I get the best behavior. I get the best, you see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna love you more than you love yourself.
Yeah.
So if I don't let her know that I know what I know, she gonna think she gonna run the same bullshit. So at this point, it's gonna be certain checkpoints in the relationship. I'm saying, let me do a checkpoint, because people, they real good at game.
Right.
People real good at pulling the wool over your eyes. So it got to be certain checkpoints to say, hey, where we at, what's going on. So if any given time, I can say, well, okay, this ain't this flaw. I need to know when to hit that eject button. You find too many men to end up settling with women that they really did not want or never would have gave any chance to if they would have took this job position that they were scared to take, if they would have took this business risk that they were scared to take, if they would have really locked in on the gym and got their physique and everything right, they would have got to this next level. This woman that they settle with, they wouldn't have looked their way twice.
So my thing is, what other ways do men share their women other than social media? Like, how will work come into play?
Of course, because again, let's say social media and work. You have people that work at these, like I used to work at call centers, right? I worked at a lot, and it was like high school and college mixed together, all of like reunion, then college. So you start interacting with your coworkers. Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Oh, I'm gonna follow you. So now the workplace and the social media, now the social life is workplace. Okay, we cool. What's your social media? Okay. Now all of this combined, we got to link up after work. So now the workplace, if they work in a certain environment, it's always going to be men are naturally attracted to women to where they will, depending on how they were raised, they'll be respectful, but the interest and the attraction is going to be natural.
Yeah.
So if your woman is in the environment that has the exposure for her to attract or bond or appeal to another man, it's going to happen. And if she don't have the values to know where y'all stand and what y'all really doing, she gonna explore because it's too convenient.
So would you restrict or ask your woman not to wear certain clothes to work? So let's say she working in a call center. Let's say she gets up one morning and then puts on a skirt. It's not short, but it's very tight. You can see every curve, dip, hip bone, all that ass, dent, whatever. Shit.
See, I don't respond with words no more. I respond with action. So if she do that, I take a mental note. Oh, okay. See, all right. So I, dismiss it. But me, if you're in your grind, shit, your shirt's fitting right. All right, babe, I'll be back. I'm finna whoop whoop. So
you want some tit for tat?
Not tit for tat. I'm gonna tell you why. I want for the purpose of conversation. Let's say I do tit for tat with this.
Okay.
I got to do tit for tat to see if she paying attention to me the same way I'm paying attention to her. So let's say I'm right. I got on the cologne that she know I spent some money on or whatever. Say, I'm finna go, kick here, and I don't get a certain reaction. That attention somewhere else. She don't even give a fuck what you got going. Her attention, like you said, is either social media land where it's good. Is it the workplace where it's good? She ain't even worried about you looking like you about to go explore something.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it ain't so much of a tit for tat, but I gotta check the temperature. I ain't gonna treat you. You look good, babe. Yeah, I see you later. Ooh. Yeah. So now, all right, a couple days later, well, shit, bouncing it, woo, woo, woo. It's okay. Now I gotta think twice. Well, either one, I need to tighten up my gym regimen, get really right.
Yeah.
Or that ain't gonna even help no more because she already gone.
Yeah.
She not, man, bro. Me and these call centers I work, I used to be like the Tasmanian devil in some cases. I can turn it on and turn it off, but I tried my best to kind of not. But it just happened because the conversation was just flowing. Like we get to, you get to talking at work.
Yeah.
These chicks listening. They listen to what you're saying and they get appeased and mentally stimulated by that. So if a man coming with a different conversation than you at the workplace to where she spend majority of her time, it's only a matter of time before she explore the physical conversation.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. So it's none of that I say or try to do to prevent it because what's gonna happen is gonna happen. You can't prevent rain. You can't prevent rain from you can't prevent the weather.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. You just gotta adjust to it.
Shit, I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I see something that's like if it's out the norm. Now, if I was with a female, she always like, let's say because I've heard this issue, and I know men who've gotten with women who clothes were just fitting extra tight when they got together.
Yeah,
cleavage all showing, shorts, ass cheeks hanging out the bottom, but that's what the nigga like. But now that he's in a relationship with that woman, he wants her to tone it down.
Ain't gonna work.
That's why I say, as a man, you should not deal with or pursue a woman where you feel like you have to clean that bitch up or make her change or tone it down. You should get what you want. Somebody that you're attracted to has the social media presence that you have, that you like, has the dress that you like, has the mindset that you like, has the the goal setting mindset that you like, and know where she wants to go in y'all relationship and in life, and how she can incorporate both her life and your life together as one. Because me, I'm not dealing with a woman that I feel like dressed too sexy. And now I have to work out, because you're gonna think in your head, damn, I looked at her like that. Just like that ass looking at. I looked at her like, damn, before I got her, and now I got her. I don't want no other nigga looking at her like that.
I look at it like this. You know, I like a woman to be sexy. Like, when go out, babe, put it on. Like, we gonna help. Like, what did I like, cause I'm coming with it.
Yeah.
So I would say it's always about where you are in life, because at some stages in life you may not be ready. You may just be kicking it, and you may not know what you want to do yet. So you may just vibe and feel it out. But when you go to you go into situations and you got wisdom, you should already know what this gonna be. So when you say clean, not saying we're gonna clean her up, but if she has certain potential, I can expose her to a certain, let's say, scenario or atmosphere that got a lot of pressure on it. Like, hey, this what I'm about right here. Ain't shit gonna get in the way of this. If she doesn't acquiesce to that word again, acquiesce. If she doesn't adapt or assimilate to that, then we have no future anyway. So at this point, well, let me look at what are her perks and pluses, because I don't feel, I used to have, I ain't gonna say delusional standard, but I used to have zero tolerance. But now I look at things as a totality. I know as I've went through life and went through things, I know it infected me mentally and emotionally. I know women have went through, if not as much, but 10 times more, because in a lot of cases, women date way more than men. So I wouldn't say it'll be a cleanup job, but it would be well, let me see what are some good things about you, because everybody got some good in them. You just got to know how to tap into it. So I would use her for that. And when she started saying, well, babe, look at what we did from this point to this point. What you think about this? And if she's satisfied, a lot of times it is a possibility that she was like, well, he know what it's all about, you proving you know what the fuck you talking about, and you know, and you are who you are, and you are who you say you are, and you know where you're going.
You gotta show all the time.
You gotta show up and show out. I go hard in the paint now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You with your woman, you have to show out, because like you might say, hey baby, I don't like you wearing that, and she tones it down for a little minute. Then sometimes you gotta be like, if you meet somebody and you could be like, oh baby, it's this woman or whoop to whoop, they got like a little fashion show, or they got some clothes and they need these type of models, it's gonna pay XYZ. She can still do as the same thing, but actually get paid for it now. And it won't be on the strength of you just trying to show out just for a whole bunch of niggas. It's like you actually getting a check. And I'll be cool with that if I know that you know, actually listen to me, tone it down, and it's only on some get paid, and I still let you have some type of freedom. Because at the end of the day, you can't put too many restraints on anybody.
Nah, and now I'm gonna respond to that. I say, like, if we start getting bread, now it's always pros and cons. You being put on social media, but we're benefiting by getting this capital, and where we investing in land, we can do things that are going to better our future. It's always pros and cons. It's sacrifices with everything. So I got to ask myself, is my dignity, moral standard bigger than this opportunity that lies in front of us? And at that point, I got a choice to make. So if I make that choice to entertain that, I got to be confident in that decision. And she got to know that you're confident, because you can't say you fucking with it one day and then you start seeing the response you get from men, all of this, and I don't really like that. Because now she's looking at you like you weak.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. And we was having this conversation last night. If you as a man, and it's just people in general, we always think we understand what it takes to go in certain situations until we're there.
Experience is the best teacher. You'll never know about it. You will have you might be pre-exposed or have some knowledge of a situation via your friends or relatives, etc. But until you get in that situation, you really won't know. So like a lot of stuff we speak on is speculation, because we ain't been in it. We just ain't, we think we know what we'll do, but until you get into it, you're right, we won't know.
Is there a certain thing, such thing is called pimping your woman?
Absolutely. That's the oldest profession in the book.
But I'm saying, does it come with it? Like if I'm with a woman, I'm rocking with her, is that negative to say I'm maybe pimping my woman? Even if I'm say, hey, it's this job opportunity, you can show your ass like you've been showing your ass, but we get money and you just don't do it out there in the street. Would that be considered pimping her?
I mean, like I said, pimping, that's the semantics. That'd be just like saying the pastor pimping the church, or pimping, artist on a record label because you're propping them up to do what works for you, but it really works for the both of y'all. So if you
but hold on, when I say pimping, we mean pimping in the terms of selling sex.
Oh, you mean nah. If you just
but her showing her ass would be a form of selling sex though.
It'll be selling a fantasy. It won't be selling sex. It's selling the act.
What is porn though? Porn is not fucking. It's a fantasy.
But she in there fucking though. Somebody.
She in there fucking somebody. Yeah.
But if you talking about just pictures,
because niggas can jack off the same way.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. My thing is when it comes to exchanging the bodily fluids. when there's going to be some bodily fluids,
that's when it's fucked up. That's the real pimping,
right? And circling it back to men who share their women, that unknowingly and knowingly. If you, let's say this cuckold thing, it's not really common in black men. Now, there is a sexual underwear that I'm familiar with, and I bring that up because if a man only knew what his woman did with other men, he would break down and cry, because a woman with you ain't gonna be the same. She may do stuff similar, but when she with another man, she not gonna sex him the same way she sex you, because the attraction levels are gonna be different.
Yeah.
If her attraction level is higher with this guy than it is with you from just a natural physical standpoint,
yeah,
they're gonna want to cause harm to that woman, because it's going to infuriate a man. That's why you get this crime of passion.
Yeah.
So when men get to the point of where they say they find out that women is, out here with other guys and doing XYZ, and they still try to work it out, you're gonna fail.
Well, this is a story. So my cousin, he had a friend, right?
Yeah.
And basically the friend was keeping up that his wife at the time had got divorced, right?
Yeah.
They had a kid. The kid would come over to the house and the kid would have a tablet. The daughter would have a tablet. The mother's cell phone and shit was linked to the tablet.
Yeah.
Linked to the tablet. Now, so he sent all the messages niggas is writing this bitch. Right?
Yeah, it's over.
So he said that my cousin was telling me, because this is his friend. He was saying that he seen the friend was like sending him pictures of a dude that she was talking to.
Yeah.
Said she was fucking with a white man. She was Asian. She's an Asian chick. She started fucking with a white man and the ex-husband white, and said that he sent the picture to my cousin. My cousin like, he seen the picture. He said, "Yeah, dog, you need to focus on yourself." Like that. He was like, he said, because they called me Junior. He was like, "Junior, bro, I didn't even know white man dicks got that goddamn big." He's like, "Bro, when I seen that," he was like, "Man, I told that nigga he need to focus on himself." So he was supposed to be the best man at my cousin wedding, right?
Yeah.
So he couldn't do it because he wanted to stay around his ex-wife because he was trying to get her back.
Yeah.
So he trying to take them all the time, take on trips, let her spend the night at the house, do all this shit because he trying to watch her. And I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? Like, you see what the fuck? You got to come back behind my nigga. She's ruined, bro.
You got to cut your losses. You got to know when to cut you. And it's okay. Like, it's just like people think Michael Jordan gonna hit every shot. It's not gonna happen, bro. You're gonna take some L's. Yeah. If you dating, it's a gamble. If you find some shit out, like a lot of dudes find out they chick done fucked off, but they want to keep it secret because they done portrayed themselves to their peers and friends that they big dog.
Yeah.
But they find that they bitch been out here on the blade. Ah, shit, I can't let the people know. I didn't call my bitch getting the dog shit fucked up. I can't. I'm the man to them. Like, yeah, I got this. I wear Louis. I wear designer. I can't let these folks know that I ain't that nigga like that. So they'll eat it. They'll take it to the face and deal with a chick. And I'm gonna tell you what thing I noticed. And I don't want to step on nobody's toes. I'm gonna tell you I noticed thing with crazy. Like, cause I used to go out a lot. So I'm like, I'm going out every weekend. These people I'm running into married than a motherfucker. How in the hell they out every weekend with me?
Right. That's some weird shit.
That's the weirdest shit. I'm like, and not even just married. Let's say if it's a healthy relationship, I'm not finna be running to the streets every fucking weekend when I got a beautiful woman that don't even compute with me. Now, if that's how I think, she gonna come with me. Like a lot of times now, I take her with me. Like,
yeah, see, that happened to my wife. When I go to strip club. We go to strip club, slap on the ass, and do all that shit together. Like it depends on the type of relationship you is. So when people are out like that, I always question, like, bitch, well, how the fuck is you out here? Especially like the nigga, you might can be like, okay, because we ain't
we'll make exception for the guy because he didn't work. He paid a bit. He get to do what he want to do if he in that position. But
and we already
woman,
know it's harder for men to just get laid like that too.
Yeah.
So, but she could just be off like on some whim type of night and just be like, look, I want to fuck this nigga. I could do it real quick in the back of my seat for 30 seconds.
Man, if a chick want that dick, it ain't nothing she won't do to get it. You can go to the you can say, man, go to the grocery store. She'll give another dude the address. She'll hang her ass out the window, let him come up for about 5 minutes, get his rocks off, get her jollies off, close the window, and be in the tub like ain't nothing happened. You will never know.
Yeah.
It just go down like that. That's why I say, man, this when you move in a situation where you want to be serious with a woman, you know you have capped, meaning you have gotten to a point to where you don't think any other women gonna have this type of caliber, look, quality, what everything about her is what you like. See, we know how to be content. I don't even want to use the word settle, but we know how to pick what we want. We got a range. A woman got a type. I heard somebody who I heard say this. My boy Jason Black Authority. He said men have a range, which we like a variety of things, and say, you know what, I like this. I'm gonna keep this. Even when I, like I said, me being a sneaker enthusiast and stuff like that, it's certain shoes that I come across. I'm like, oh, they cool, but they can go. But it's other stuff like, nah, I don't care what happened. I'm keeping these.
Yeah.
These ain't going.
Yeah.
So we know how to pick, but women, they'll get this. Ooh, I love these. A day later, I don't like them. I'm taking it back. You know, I mean, the conversations I had women that they'll be the one that had a shopping spree, aka retail therapy, and be in the mall the next day returning that shit because they ain't like none of the
buyer's remorse.
Buyer's remorse.
It's like women have sexual remorse.
Yep.
More so than not.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing. Even like when people say that whole stop even doing sex, right?
Yeah.
You gotta think like we've been fucking 5 minutes and now you telling me to stop because now ain't no telling what's going on in your head. And even when you telling me to stop, you can still go and say I raped you.
Yep.
Which is a scary thing to be out here like that, to understand that you could really be vibing with somebody and then don't know what, and that a click go in her head like, oh, I can't be doing this. Oh, I feel a way, so I feel dirty, I feel nasty. Like you just never know what the people that you're dealing with.
I've been in this situation before. I can speak on this person. I had a chick. That's why I always say I would like to only deal with women that have just as much, if not greater, sexual attraction to me than I do to them. And I say that because I had a chick. She was on me, like she super aggressive. Called me up one night, just like 10. She come over, I'm on the couch, I'm chilling. Like I said, I don't really just, if we cool, like I ain't about to jump your bone as soon as you walk through the door. Now, some chicks, we know we on that type of time. You can go that way. But a lot of times, okay, yeah, come on, you want some wine, you want some water, we chilling. She, all on me. And I think within like 6-7 minutes, she just got up and like kind of spazzed out. I had like an episode. And she just was panicking. She said, said, you good? Like, what's you? Like, nah, I just had an episode, I told you I was assaulted back in, a few years ago. And a lot of women go through that, being violated. And instead of telling someone or addressing it head on, they'll hide it. And that hiding, being violated as a woman, that's one thing I empathize with women about, is that I know their plight in some cases, being powerless when these grown men come at them. And we don't understand how that affects their psyche, in which the way they interact with us. So it's just, you got to know, you got to be able to gauge. You got to let her, if it's about sex, she gonna let you know. Don't be guessing and doing these little tricks, touching the thigh, seeing if she gonna move your hand, all that. If sex is on her mind, she gonna initiate it.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna wait. She gonna get blunt. She gonna be like, hey, what we doing?
Look, my first time ever, this, because like I said, I was naive to a lot of stuff until I probably about high school. So I'm in like the 11th grade. I think it was the 10th, 11th grade. And it was a chick. I liked the chick. She was nice, cute ass chick. Still cute to this day, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
After some kids, she's nice, right?
Yeah.
But we was out getting off the bus, getting off the school bus, right? And she was, play with my dick and do a whole bunch of shit on the school bus. We got the school bus. We stayed in the same apartment complex. I'm walking them. And long story short, I kiss them. right? She like, yeah, I want to kiss you with a. She told me that, and so I kissed her, but I had tongue kissed her, but I don't think she was expecting like a tongue kiss, like maybe a little peck or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
She said, "Don't kiss me like that. It makes me think of something."
Wow.
And I was like, what do you mean?" And she was like, "I can't tell you." So I didn't know what the fuck that meant. Like I said, I'm
Yeah.
naive at the time on what that meant at the time. Like I said, I've been with chicks at the time, but I didn't know it makes me think of something. So I'm lost. Bro, it was like 2 days, 3 days later, it was raining outside, and I just heard boom, 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 boom on my door. So my mama go to the door. My dad at work. My mama go to the door, and it's her
Mhm.
at the door. She comes in, she boo-hoo crying.
Mhm.
Boo-hoo crying, bro. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
So my mama see her, she looks at her and she pulls me in the room. She been touched. I could tell.
Mhm.
I'm like, you think that's why she here? So we sitting there. She not saying that. She shakes. She's literally sitting there shaking like this,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Next thing I know, about 30 minutes later, boom, boom, boom. Her brothers and sisters come looking for her.
Mm.
The little sister crying. The brothers like they don't know they lost. And then so the brother that was under her, he was like, our stepdaddy be touching her.
Wow.
And the issue is my mama, we keep telling my mama that he do it, but my mama won't do nothing about it.
Man, that's a sad reality. I seen video. I'm sure you have too on
Yeah.
World Star where this is happening. And the mother is trying to deflect because they don't want to. That's what we talked about. She'd rather have a piece of a man
Right.
than no man at all. Because a
Right.
man in the house is dual use for her. She
Mhm.
needs him in there for her use, not for the safety of her children. He good. He do what. And I seen a video. She was like, he pay bills here. He do this. What were you wearing to make him touch you? She putting the blame on the daughter.
Is you talking about that video? It was just can't.
They was in the kitchen.
They was in the kitchen arguing. And she was like, "I'm 21," and she been blaming me for fucking niggas since I was 7 years old. Is you talking about that
I
one?
don't know. This
Because I
video
just-
came out like 2-3 years ago.
I just screen recorded the video, and the girl was she was like, "Bitch, you crazy." She told her mom, she's like, "Bitch, you crazy. If you thinking I'm fucking these niggas, every time your nigga go missing or you have a problem with a nigga, you blame me for fucking with your nigga." She was like, you the one fucking up with these niggas. She like, "I'm 21." She was looking at the camera and she like, "I'm 21."
Yeah.
And since I've been 7 years old, this woman has been blaming me for fucking her dudes.
Yep.
7. She's
Yeah.
like, "I'm 21. That's why I'm fucked up." She's like, "I'm fucked up behind this shit."
Yeah.
She's like, "This is my mama."
Yeah.
And so when you think about, just think about that, what we talking about.
Yeah.
Social media and women exposing themselves and doing all this shit. Ain't no telling what the fuck they was exposed to when they was kids
Yeah.
to make them even feel that comfortable for millions, possibly billions of people to see.
Attention is medicine, bro, because it brings a sense of validation. If I'm validated, that means I'm important, even if it's for today. Even if I post my picture, this picture got more likes than all my other pictures. For that day, she on the top of the world.
Yeah.
Until she need that recharge tomorrow to put another picture. I just showed you. That's all I say. Social media, it's a gift and a curse. You can use social media to your advantage if you know what you're looking at and you know what to look for. If I go on the chick page and it's selfie, body shot, ass, making sure the shape is emphasized, I'm gonna ask, why do you post these pictures? Knowing because what people try to do when they know they on bullshit, they try to act like they don't know what's going on. They play real stupid. Now like what going on social media.
Yeah.
You know how men respond, and you see women talk about these dudes and DMs sending pics and all of this. Why would you go and do the same shit that these women are complaining about the residuals from doing?
Yeah.
So again, if you're talking to me at this point where we got serious, I did enough assessment and vetting to know that we may not be intellectually equal, but the common sense is equal.
Yeah.
At bare minimum, the common sense on we know 1 + 1 is 2. So if you going and acting like you don't know 1 + 1 is 2, again, I got to question my judgment on why I even got in this situation and where I can be disappointed.
So you said when it comes to social media and like other things, we have to protect women
from themselves. And in some cases, it depends on the age. But the thing is, we coming into a culture now where a lot of women feel they can do whatever they want through from 20 to 35. And at 35, 36, when they done did everything, they feel that this experience they got, all of these miles, all of these bad dating experiences is going to benefit their next relationship. Now they know, oh, I know what I want now. No, the fuck you don't. And even if you did know, you done went through the ringer too much. Even if you did find a worthy man, you can't bond to him.
Yeah.
Because you done bonded to too many in prior too. And now, again, this stigma that women don't supposed to get with the Lord Harvey, don't supposed to get married early and all of this. When I was younger, I used to see young women married all the time. And I wonder why now they're talking about women being too young for marriage and they like 26, 25. I said, these are the prime years in other countries. China, if you're 26 as a woman and unmarried, you're looked at as undesirable or something is wrong with you. This at 26.
But the thing is, we live in America.
Yeah.
And so since we live in America, the thing is women want to exhaust, squeeze that orange a limit as much as possible.
Exactly.
And when it's dried and shriveled up, that's when they look for men to come in and save them. And that's the sad part about it, because a lot of women feel like giving their best years to a man is bad, because even Laura Harvey, I've even seen comments and say she didn't want to just spend her best years married.
That is very ignorant. That's why I say, and
you know, it was the usual suspects.
Fuck how I sound, but black women, y'all give the worst suspects dating advice. So when the chick told me she don't take advice from me, I knew I was on to something, because women can be what I would call duplicitous, meaning they'll say one thing and do something else. Or I know when they disagreeing with me, I know I'm right. I know I'm on the right track. If they was agreeing with me, I know I'm saying all the wrong shit.
My mom used to say this: women are conniving.
Yeah.
And the reason that a woman would feel ways about you saying the stuff you say is because that means you see her.
Yeah.
And when you get to see, if you're a man that you are brave enough to talk about the stuff that you see when it comes to these bitches, bro, it's a scary thing for them.
You know what, bro? I used to have a great space with a lot of chicks, and there's no beef to them. Shout out to whatever they doing, business owners, chicks. I just know when people moving with me funny. I don't take it personal. I know coming into the information I've come into, is very rare to see a man articulate himself in the way that I do, wear the shit that I wear, present myself, and do a lot of the things that is very, I can see it being intimidating. So a lot of chicks, they don't rock with me like they used to, because I've become unapologetically honest about what they do. So I know that for a fact, to where if they meet a man and they know this man see the real them, I can feel the aura, I can feel the energy, I can see the way we interact with each other. I'm a threat to their false persona. So if, let's say, you look at this like with some of my partners or associates, I meet they chick, we coming around, chick may feel away because I got the gift to see what's up and advise him, hey, bro, that ain't the one.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something, right? So I was in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
I was in the Facebook group, right? And then it's this nigga, we was cool. Know him, like I know him, like we was cool. I wouldn't say friends, but I know him. Met him in person, ended up reconnecting in the Facebook group. We talked about bitches, because it's a male Facebook group, male's Facebook group. Talked about bitches, saying what bitches do, all this type of shit, right? So he gets in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm friends with the bitch he's in a relationship with on Facebook. I don't know her.
Yeah.
But we friends on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
He comments on one of my posts.
Yeah.
Jumps in my inbox and tells me, hey, can you believe this bitch? Like he said it like it was funny.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, can you believe this bitch told me that she don't want me to engage with you because of the shit you post? Now, when he said it,
yeah,
I already knew where he was going, but he, like I said, he tried to pose it.
Yeah.
Like, ha ha ha. Can you believe, like, nigga, fuck this whole, because he was in a group.
Yeah.
Joking and talking about bitches just like I was, right?
Yeah.
So come to find out, it's like 2 or 3 days later, right? We in the group again, because you still see people or whatever.
Yeah.
Nigga, I click on his picture. This nigga that unfriended me.
Or she probably unfriended you. It's possible she made him do it, but I get it. Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And the crazy part, the bitch still my friend to this day though.
She want to watch. The people that I know have contention with me, they would not unfriend me
They're
because
not going to.
they're afraid that at any moment
Right.
that date mouth shit gonna go through that motherfucking roof, and it ain't gonna be nowhere to hide with this game. I got a book in the tuck. I
Yeah.
done wrote a whole book, and it's coming.
And you need to put it out. We
It's
waiting on you.
coming. Absolutely, it's coming. So they stay friends because they want to keep a pulse and an ear to what the fuck is going on. Because they unfriend me, I didn't got down hit a viral thread,
Yeah.
and some of their suitors may have gravitated to it and say, "Man, this motherfucker got he know,
Yeah.
he know what the fuck he talking about." Excommunicate the chick.
Right.
They know what's going on, bro. That's why I say like the information. That's why you don't really see me putting them posts out on Facebook no more. It's kind of like me getting to a black belt of the most critical or fiercest martial art and going and using on the kindergarten.
Yeah.
Why would I use such skill that it took years to master, to learn on a unworthy adversary or adversary that's not a real threat?
Yeah.
I'm not about to be putting all this game out here on Facebook for y'all to chop down and try to discredit, because the people that normally gravitate to these are low level, not low level, but low thinking people.
Yeah.
That's why they're easily triggered.
Right.
First time I see your post, I see my cousin Tyrell, he post these chicks coming out the woodwork. It's certain shit ain't gonna trigger me to respond.
Yeah.
Certain stuff I'm just gonna they can put my name in the post. If it don't trigger me, I ain't responding.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, because women are trying to make this disingenuous argument.
Exactly.
Not all.
Exactly.
But not all police or every bitch ain't like that. Whoop the whoop. And I'm like, bro, when we talk about this shit, we're talking about a general census.
When I hear that, they let me know, babe. We can't have no discussion. For you to even make that statement, you expose your intellectual inferiority.
Right.
For you to even make an obvious statement, it's like saying, we're on Facebook, motherfucker. You don't think I know that? So when you say not all and all that, I already know it's a deflection tactic, and you don't think I had enough common sense to know that, of course, it's not all.
Good question. How often, since I brought up pimping, how often do you think women pimp their friends? And I'm talking about actually set them up to get fucked. How often do you think that happens? And I'm gonna tie back in on the reason I'm asking you that.
I think it happens very often.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether the friend profits or not, a lot of chicks like social currency, meaning if, let's say, Birmingham,
you going well, you going exactly where I want, the social currency. I ain't talking necessarily money.
Yeah, social currency, right? Yeah. So let's look at some of the hottest promoters in the ham.
Okay.
80% of them are men.
Mm-hmm.
If I got them come in the club and I say I got some baddies with me and they going, and I got the promoters, I got the dope boys in here that fuck with the promoters. Everybody linked in. Hey, I got these, my girls in here, they want to kick it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gain favor amongst these guys that got some type of pool when it comes to club scene, restaurant scene, vibe, shit that I want to do, whatever. And I'm gonna get favor because I got the hoes on deck that's ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, you need to fuck with him. He got money, girl. He got some money, girl. She gonna put her friends on. Yeah, he got money, girl. You need to fuck with him.
Yeah.
You seen it on Players Club. When we see these movies ain't just made up. Well, you know what? You need to act like you gonna hold her out just to get a scene. This is real life.
Yeah, we didn't seen it before.
It's real life.
That's like they say, and this is just conspiracy shit. They said like when they show y'all alien movies,
facts.
They didn't already seen this shit.
You think these aliens are just, let's make them look like this, let's make them look like that, and all these movies is kind of a similar look,
right?
These people are. This is reality,
right? And so the reason that I asked about the pimping them out, if you're trying to protect your woman, right, from herself,
yeah.
Is there any time a friend of hers might come around and you read a group of these friends and been like, no, bitch, you cannot hang out?
I never tell my chick she can hang when I'm like, oh yeah, she on some hoe shit. And I said, I'm telling her that, and I said, and birds of a feather flock together.
And so what would you expect your girl to do if you tell her something like that?
I mean, she got a choice to make. She can either distance herself or, I'm always, I don't go looking for problems. It got to really slap me in the face. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay. I said, I know she like that. Woo, woo, woo. I said, okay. So I feel it's always going to be one that's kind of still trying to figure herself out. But I'm like, the more time you spend with her, the more you're going to reflect her behavior. Mm-hmm. You're going to start to act like me. We use the same lingo, same talk, with a lot of the same shit. So You are who you associate with at the end of the day. You may not be exactly like them, but you'll like them, whether you like it or not.
This is funny shit. I like to ask bitches when I get to talk to them if they got a friend that I don't really like that.
Yeah.
I just not about that particular friend, but I was like, do you think I said, do you think you and any of your friends ever fuck the same nigga? I love to ask that question.
Yeah.
More often than not, bitches say, yeah, we can fuck the same nigga.
That happens.
And not necessarily, and like I said, not necessarily, oh, I'm passing this nigga out, but it might be like I fucked him 2 years ago and now he come back around the group and my friend want to fuck him. She probably been wanting to fuck him, but this might be the prime opportunity. So
in the event, if friends sleeping with the same guy, one of the friends had did some promotion and some advertising for him. Let's just look at it like this. Let's say I go to a restaurant and don't nobody know I went. I ain't told them how good the food is. They just ain't gonna want to go because I ain't gave them no incentive to go.
Right.
Well, baby, how was the restaurant? It was all right. Yeah, I ain't going back. You think that friend going to that restaurant? Now, in some cases, she may.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, she ain't going.
Yeah.
Now, if I say, well, that shit jumping, that's the spot. Her earliest opportunity, she gonna try to get in that restaurant because it's the spot. And she want the same validation that her friend just got.
So, question: would you have a problem if your friend, let's say your girl, came to you and said, I was in the mall and a nigga seen me and asked me to come to this club and they were gonna pay me to bring 3 of my friends? Would you be okay with her saying that and actually going to the club? If a nigga seen her say, hey, and she actually know the nigga, actually know the club promoter, all of everything she told you is the truth. How would you feel about that?
Are we serious? Me and her?
Yeah, this your girl. This your girl.
This my bitch.
This your bitch.
So how he know her and don't know me?
But I'm saying he randomly seen her in the mall.
Okay, but he familiar with her enough to where if they cool like that, like you say.
No, not they cool and that
they just know each other.
No, he don't know her.
Oh, okay. He don't know. I thought you said they knew each other.
No. He don't know her. Period.
Oh, okay.
She walking.
I got you.
She looking good in the and you know how the clubs work.
Okay, I get you now. So so they don't know each other.
And he just walks up to her like, hey, I think you're beautiful. I will pay you to bring some chicks to the club. Would you be willing to do it? And she says, well, let me check with my dude to see if it's okay.
That's how we do it.
That would be okay with you?
That would be perfect.
Okay, so what if she says, okay, it tells you and don't get your response? You'll feel so
because again, if we get locked in, it's gonna be some type of moral boundary somewhere. All money ain't good money.
Right.
And she gotta know that.
Yeah.
So so you just took this, you don't know this dude from shit. I gotta question your judgment. Because you look at the climate, what female kidnappings look like. What domestic violence, what violent crimes against women looking like.
Yeah.
So for you to be moving carelessly without a worthy advisory or advice, whatever, I got to question your judgment.
Yeah.
For you to make such a hasty decision without, I ain't gonna say consulting me, but just get my thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know this nigga, you don't know him. I know what questions to ask to see what it really is and what it ain't.
Yeah.
So this is just feeling it out. Like, so you really you think this is the money? Well, how much he gonna pay you? $500. That's it. 500, and that's some money that make you want to do that.
See, me, if she would have said, now she would definitely have to ask. If she just said, I'm gonna go, then I don't feel like, oh, this nigga shooting my bitch, and she put herself in a position to get fucked. I'm gonna think that automatically, right? But if she says, let me ask my dude, I'm like, well,
you wanted to console me because this is now his business, because if where there's one opportunity, there's more.
Right. So if let's say that happens, right?
Yeah.
And she says, is it okay if I go? I was like, well, if you got dude number, call him up and ask, can I come too? I'm coming for free.
Because I want to make sure everything legit. Because
if he tell you no, that I can't come in for free, then ain't no why you gotta go.
Again, that's why I say where there's one opportunity, there's more. So if he on bullshit, I'm gonna expose that quick.
All right. Because
now I'm like, well, if he want to pay you, let's say a handsome amount of money, that could be short change, and there could be more money to be made. Well,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I know what questions to ask.
Yeah.
So women, again, That's why I allude to the point I made about Myron Gaines making that post or making that statement that he protects. You have to protect a woman from herself because she's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, women I see make decisions just like you said, the sexual remorse. They'll have sex with a guy the next day. Why did I do that? Oh, I shouldn't have did that. Like that's ignorant thinking, but you know your life is stake when you lay down with a man.
Right. And that's why this is some real shit. When women do stuff, they don't stand on it. Like us, if we make a decision, we live with ours.
Facts.
And when they make a decision that they can't live with,
it's somebody else's fault.
It's somebody else's fault. And somebody has to be to blame. All this other bullshit that goes into that.
What's the popular narrative? Black women are the least protected. And you know why that is? And I didn't say that. This somebody else quote. This guy said it. He said, black women are the least protected because they're the least married.
That's true though.
Nail in the coffin right there. Because if I was to see a man who's married to, like, let's say one of my guys, you, anybody, I see your wife out and they have trouble. Out of the respect, that's why the Stephen Curry situation triggered a lot of people. When Ayesha Curry said, dudes don't be coming at me like that. I said, you know why dudes don't come at you like that?
They got respect.
They got respect your man. You are married to a legend.
Right.
A real stand-up guy.
Niggas love this some real shit, but she don't even see this.
Yeah.
Niggas love your nigga that much. Not on no gay shit.
Yeah.
But niggas love and respect your man to the height that he worked for to be considered in one of the top as the legend. Your conversation of Michael Jordan's, LeBron James's, your Magic Johnson. Like this, your nigga is in this conversation.
Your nigga is a legend. He's gonna be forever stamped. You can't treat him. You can't come at him. You got to know what you're doing. So when you said this, that men don't come at you, you got to know what type of man you are married or connected to as to why that's not happening.
Right.
So if I have to step in and protect you from yourself, or if I got to step in and say, hey, you don't need to do that, and you give me pushback, I can't. You want me to protect you, but I can't critique you. There's no way I can protect you without critiquing you, because to protect you is to advise you of a decision you may make or something you may do in the future that could harm you. So protection ain't always reactionary. It's sometimes it's proaction.
So question, when we're talking about protection, I think protection, well, no, it all go in there.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about protection,
yeah,
is that the father's fault though? For letting daughters go out there? Because this is my thing. If I had a daughter, my daughter could not go off to college.
It's definitely the man. It starts and ends with the man, because the man sets the standard in everything that he does. And you look at sports, all the female sports came after, and they have never measured up to the level of intensity, competitiveness,
athleticism,
revenue, income as men. Female boxing. Where's the female equivalent to Floyd Mayweather?
Ain't now.
Where's the female equivalent to Michael Jordan?
Ain't now.
Where's the female equivalent to what other sports? Only exception I would be able to use is tennis with Serena and Venus. Well, is Venus the good one? Which one?
Serena the good one.
Serena, okay. Only exception I would be able to use in that case would be tennis, and that would be Serena Williams to Nadal, Agassi, et cetera, et cetera. But in most cases, if the man if a woman makes a child, and this man has not set the provisionary, he didn't, I want to say this, he didn't put the things in place necessary to, it's like electric fence on a dog. A dog don't really know why you put this electric fence here, but I do. Especially, okay, this neighbor got kids. My dog is aggressive. I need to put a boundary here, because if my dog go and bite this child, who gonna be liable? I am. Right. So if my chick go out and let's say get into it and go to this club and she don't do whatever, or she get on the hook with this guy, and now some bread and all this involved. Now I'm involved. And now I'm involved and I ain't even know I was signed up for this.
All right.
So again, women will give kickback to men that they feel like they're equal.
Right.
Men, but it's secret, they don't desire men that they're equal to.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think, to be personally honest, I don't even think it's a attack on black women like that.
It's not an attack.
Even though they'd like to say that.
Yeah.
Most people fear black women.
I would agree 1000%.
Most people fear black women, white women, black men. People fear black women because people like to say it's a stereotype, but it's actually a general census that everybody says that black women attitudes, black women are aggressive. Black women aren't always pleasant to be around. We had the whole thing about the resting bitch face of how black women just sit there and just look mean and shit like that. So we talking about, you got all these videos on. I got a whole phone full of videos of just black women fighting.
Fact.
And like Brad said this shit the other day. He was like, it was a point in time where your bitch had to calm you down from fighting. Now you on the side of your bitch, like, hey, bitch,
Man,
sit
listen.
the fuck down. Like,
You want to know how I know it's reality? I'm gonna give you two examples. One, I've seen this in my own family. I've seen like, y'all like, I ain't gonna say nothing to her. You know how I said what?
yeah,
Secondly, Kevin Samuels had a whole show about women even smiling in public, and
Right.
women came out the woodwork to go against him, saying, "Baby, just put a smile on your face."
yeah,
So if a woman was to challenge anything that we're saying, when you have platforms like Kevin Samuels, which did shows about a woman smiling and it got kicked back, why would you try to think everything else we're talking about is just nonsense?
right,
When you can clearly see it, you can see the comments,
yeah,
you can see the people on the video saying, "I don't have to smile for nobody."
right.
Like,
And I don't
boy,
even know
what?
why. I don't even know why a smile is that bad. Like you want to give off that you're a pleasant person to approach.
Yeah,
You could, like I said, you could be missing out on your blessing or whatnot. You
yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Somebody could see you and think you're attractive and look at you like, oh no, this ain't it. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Baby boy turned up.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
We good over here, y'all. We
Yeah,
just,
let me
we
go
don't-
check on him. You
All
hold it down.
I'm gonna hold it down. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, it's the date master. So we're gonna take a tangent. We're gonna talk about now. I'm gonna go into something else. What we're gonna discuss first was a woman would rather have a piece of man than no man at all. So what people say, well, what do you mean by that? People are convenient killers. When I say convenient killers, they'll kill anything that's convenient, anything that's in proximity, anything that's close. They're going to take full advantage of it to where it takes away the value and the need for it. So if you look at grocery stores, you look at your Walmarts, if they were to shut down these Walmart centers, these convenient gas stations, people will have to go back to appreciating them, because people don't miss it. What I'm talking about now is that I took a tangent to say, well, a woman would rather have a piece of man, no man at all. And I said, people are normally convenience killers, meaning anything that's convenient, they're gonna wear it out. They're gonna kill it. McDonald's, 24 hour line around them, but they don't want to go home and cook no wholesome food. They don't want to go eat fruit. They don't want to go drink water. They want McFlurries, Big Macs, filet of fish and shit. 1 o'clock at night, I ain't got to do them but pay these people $6. They're gonna give my food out the window.
Right.
Now, what do we have as a result of that? Obesity.
Right, we do.
So again, people don't understand that convenience kills you because you don't appreciate the inconvenience that a lot of things bring you. Sometimes, hey, you know what? Instead of me driving, let me walk.
But see, that goes into when you was talking about just the protection of black women. Just think about where our economy going right now, though.
Oh, that's why I say it's gonna get real.
This shit is ugly.
The way gas going, and I know we took off on the subject, but we gotta chop this. The way gas going, the food inflation price, the food price is gonna inflate. And I see a lot of boss babes, quote unquote, the women acting like ain't nothing happening. I said, babe, you'll be a fool for me to think that you ain't affected by what's going on in the economy.
No,
I hate putting gas in my car every 2 days.
They see it.
I know they see it, and they're gonna feel it.
They feel it.
They feel it, but they try to prance around and act like everything cool. I said, babe, ain't shit cool right now. Everything is not all good right now. I know you want to go to Miami, be on yachts and turning up Bel Air and Casamigos and act like you all that shit bullshit.
But yeah, that's the thing. Shit. They try to act like everything good. They try to act like they still can go buy their Birkin bags and do all this other bullshit. My nigga, this economy is getting. My nigga, if you do fuck with the stock market like I fuck with the stock market, because last year I made a motherfucking killing last year on stock.
Yeah,
my nigga, Bitcoin was 60. I think it got up to $69,000. I looked at that shit this morning. That bitch $18,000.
That bitch dropped. It was just 23,000.
This morning was 18.
I think it was 23 like Wednesday.
So
that bitch dropping.
If you seeing that type of shit, bro,
man, listen. People are going to get hit in the face with that freight train called reality.
Right.
And all that social media shit ain't gonna mean shit.
And this is the thing when you talk about the protection of if you see what the fuck happening and coming down the pipeline, bro, being in a relationship or a marriage, when black women talking about they're gonna be out here by themselves, just like with COVID. A lot of black women was fucked up during COVID because a lot of people didn't want to go out there and go to the stores and shop and be around there. And typically you want to see your man out there because just men like to protect. That's what men actually like to do, especially if I love you and you doing what you're supposed to do at the house.
Yeah.
Baby, I go out there, like I tell my wife, you can't go at a certain time. You can't leave the house.
Yeah.
If it's dark outside, you can't leave the house. She said, okay, we ain't got no problem. Ain't no pushback. Like she don't go no clubs outside. No, none of that. No female events. Anything after dark, you cannot go outside.
Yeah. That's smart because people rather be wrong and is their power to be wrong versus to be right under somebody else's leadership.
Yeah.
This is what women fall short at. Like, babe, you want to do it your way and be wrong, then do it my way, and it worked for both of us.
Right, because you told her to.
Just because I said it.
Right.
If I would have
bro, this is some real shit.
Yeah.
Women are fucking kids.
Big ass kids, bro.
And we talk about arrested development. I don't arrested development is basically when you have a trauma, you stop growing pretty much, right?
For the most part, you stop learning and
right?
Developing. Yeah.
I don't even think that is a thing where women grew to a point where they could have a trauma. I think they've always been kids.
You want to know what I heard somebody say? I can't think of who it was, but he made a very valid point. It was on YouTube. He said women stop mentally developing when they start getting sexual attention, because when they start getting sexual attention, it starts with a little, and it within a second or a quick period of time, it goes into a lot. At that very moment, the validation and ego. That's why you got all these chicks. Just think, if you ask 10 chicks right now, where you rank yourself, they all gonna tell themselves they are 10.
Yeah, they all want to say that bullshit.
So when they start getting sexual validation and attention, at that point, they was the shit. Because now all of a sudden, all these men want them. No, all of these men are horny and they want to get their rocks off. They just need you they just need to masturbate to you. A lot of people be thinking they have sex, bro.
Like
and they just masturbate.
Sit right here. I'm finna play this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this shit right here because I was gonna put it on the pad too. If I screenshot this shit, let me see. Because the shit was funny as fuck. Because it's like this shit real. Hold on. I think I got it on here. Fuck, I'm gonna add a bitch on here. Alright, hell. I'm gonna play this shit for y'all because it's some real shit. And this was from a woman said this. I'm gonna play this shit right here. This is what she said right here.
I can see
shit.
but I get niggas though.
Alright, I'm gonna play this shit. Oh, my Bluetooth one connected.
We're getting way too old to keep on saying, but I get niggas though. Baby. You have a coochie. Niggas love coochie.
I heard that one. I seen that video. Yep.
Like, bro, like this just common sense, bro. Like women really, and that just inflates women egos. And Brad said this real shit. We gotta stop saying, but she got ass though. That's another thing, because a nigga take a big bitch with a big old booty, and it's like, bro, she fat as fuck. She got a big old ass, but she fat with it.
Man, that's a whole nother topic, bro. People, again, you got a lot of men who I would say did not. They let too much time go away from putting themselves in a position to get a good sexual run.
Mm-hmm.
So again, they don't really like these chicks. They use these chicks to masturbate too, bro.
Yeah.
They not, because again, you intimate after you get a certain level of age, let's say whatever, the intimacy with your chick or with a woman, it gotta increase.
Mm-hmm.
It gotta be quality. You just want to hit this chick from the back, get your rock. So you just using it to masturbate. She just a masturbation box.
Right.
She a fifi.
Right.
She a fifi. Because you're gonna get up, you're gonna pull your pants up, you're gonna leave, or you're gonna kick her out. You don't even want her to stay. So I got to ask, why would I lay down with a chick at this point? Again, this all come with age and wisdom and development. Why would I want a chick over here to sex, but as soon as we done, she gotta go?
See, and that's
I
the
might as well just
thing.
get a hotel. Or,
And that's the thing about sexual remorse, because men had that shit a lot too.
yeah,
And that's why they say, that's why they tell men, if you really think you like that bitch or you finna go fuck, it's probably best just to beat your dick before you go over there. It's gonna change your whole perspective.
yeah,
Because it's like, oh yeah, I fuck this hoe. And I look at this bitch like, I don't even like this hoe. Like, I don't like this hoe. Like, ugh. Like, sometimes you like, I'm disgusted in myself that I just let fuck this hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel
yeah.
sometimes you feel like you dropped the ball as being a man. Like, damn, like, is my life really this fucking bad?
Drop some game on them on these folks, man. Listen, fellas, sex is a weapon. When I first heard that, I didn't get it until later. You use sex to your benefit, gentlemen. You don't let her use it over your head as a trophy or a cookie, because you're gonna use sex to, one, strengthen our bond, or to dominate her sexually, and that will get her into a submissive state, meaning she's going to be under the spell of the feeling that you give her, the pleasure that you give her. She's gonna become a slave to that. So when you get with a woman, you need to learn her body or whatever, especially if you know she has great potential. If you don't have her under a certain, let's say, spell, when I say spell, like a bond, attraction, a taste for you, you're not doing it right. You're gonna lose. She gonna use it against you, because you gonna be working. Okay, babe, I paid all the bills. Can I get some? Okay, babe, I bought you the new car. Can I get some? Okay, babe, I just took you to Hawaii. Can I get some now? Women barter their sex with their own husband. They own do. They barter it to get benefits, money, attention from other people. Hey, do this for me so I can take a picture of it and post it on social media. Because when I post that you did this for me, I'm gonna get 1,000 likes. Ooh, when I post this, he bought me the new Benz. I'm finna post this on there right now. I'm gonna get 2,000
all the
likes.
hoes coming on there. Oh,
man.
girl. Oh, that's a king. Big dick energy. Oh,
Exactly.
where my bow ass and
Exactly.
all this other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Out of here.
Like, that's what they gonna be like.
That's why I like I said, I just kind of, like I said, I know what I know, and it's like a lot of women, they don't like a man that know game and that got game to give. We're a threat to them. We're a threat to the whole, because all of them, that's why all of them come out by the hundreds. You rarely see a post that you post them anybody on social media that's triggering, will it just be 3 female comments. There's always gonna be 10 or more.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
You're right.
It's always 10 or more. It ain't never 2 with their own train of thought, giving a specific or
And they
unique
all
perspective.
have the same
argument and talking points.
They all have it.
Exact same.
And that's the crazy part. You would think, if damn, this bitch 3 comments up said the same thing I said, you would think, damn, a bitch would be like, we might have been socially engineered or programmed. Why the fuck we all think the same?
Listen, like I commented on your post.
Yeah.
And she said, you must didn't read the post. I said, baby, you didn't read the post because you had words in your shit that he didn't have.
Right. All right.
So how you gonna say I ain't read it when you got stuff included in your response that he didn't even mention?
Didn't mention, not whatsoever, not even close.
Not even close. So when I highlighted that, you see how she wrote a whole bunch. I'm about to respond to that shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Now you want to argue. You want to argue, buddy. Nah,
yeah.
This ain't that.
Yeah. That's true. But like, fellas, you gotta understand, when you're dealing with women, you cannot date a woman if you see potential in that woman. You have to date a woman that you want initially, not the woman that's 50 pounds overweight with a pretty face, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna date this woman and we're gonna go to the gym. She's gonna work out. I'm gonna get her to lose some weight. The only reason you're doing that because that woman is low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And you feel like you can polish, like you think you can turn shit into sugar. That's the thing. And a lot of us, I've done it before. I don't know if Chris done it, but I'm speaking for myself. I've done it before and be like, oh yeah, she's 30 pounds overweight. She could be pretty if, be all the way what I want her to be if, we work out a little bit. Like I say, typically the bitch gained 30 more pounds. Yeah. And then now you even more mad or finding out that you having intimacy problems with this woman because you're not physically attracted to her like that. Or if you're a man out there and your woman dresses really, really slutty or not on the level of you think it's presentable to be in public, you should not date that woman, because dating that woman and telling that woman you need to tone it down well, she's gonna take that as insecurity, which how most modern women take you saying, "Hey, baby, we're in a relationship, and everybody should know this. When you're in a relationship, things change. You
Exactly.
can't do single people shit while in a relationship. That's just common sense.
Just common sense.
Also, if you're a dude and you see a woman and she's on social media, or you think that she's addicted to social media and does things that you see on there that is not conducive to y'all lifestyle or your lifestyle, if y'all were to merge lifestyles together, you cannot be in there asking her to tone that down as well. You got to always remember, fellas, if you want a woman to be on your program, you have to find a woman that's already on your program in looks, social media presence, dressing, body count. All of that has to be top tier on what you're doing in life, where you're trying to go in life, and your vision for your woman and your kids and your reputation. All of that has to be top tier, top notch, off top. Don't be going in there trying to turn sugar into shit. You got anything you need to say?
Oh yeah. One more thing before we get out of here. As far as like I said, I've been blessed to date a lot of beautiful women. I never once went into it to say I want to change this about it because I already liked it, which made me want to initiate the relationship at the gate anyway, or not at the gate, but over time as we bonded, got closer. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see that. Now, what I would want to touch on, I touched on this in my video, for the fellas who need supplements, which as you get older, you're going to need, things. You're going to have to keep your testosterone pumping, and not just for sexual, for creative purposes, for just overall performance on the job. If you, let's say, dealing with, let's say they got this thing out, erectile dysfunction. I used to think about it. I dealt with this with one chick, and this was because this was one chick that I was sexually insecure with because I was going out the door too quick and she wasn't getting off. And after a while, you have to address it, or it's going to address you. So what I did was, again, I started doing research and stuff like this, and I said, well, this may not be my sexual preference or my real type. I like how it looks, but the application of it, like I like Lamborghinis and all that shit. Oh, they got 1,400 horsepower. Fuck, I need with all that for? I know I ain't about to go over 70. I don't need none that fast. You got to know what you like. A lot of dudes get stuff because what other people appraise or value it as, and think, well, shit, everybody saying this the shit to get. Let me get it. Get what you like and get what work for you. Quit trying to goddamn date these chicks that's out your league. You until you get to a certain space where you got sovereignty over your life and yourself, and you really know, and you in your bag, and you in your zone. You'll know. And the women around you gonna know because they're gonna respond to that energy.
Yeah.
If you ain't getting certain reactions by just doing the bare minimum, don't try to force that. You can't force true desire. If your woman don't truly desire you, if you got to meet all kind of prerequisites, she doesn't want you. She wants a situation.
Right.
That's all I gotta say.
Well, like I said, fellas, y'all make sure y'all date the women that y'all want initially. Don't be lackluster. Don't get nobody that's lackluster, and don't play yourself, because a lot of us niggas is out here playing ourselves. And don't be scared to say what's on your mind or how you feel about the stuff we got going on, because it is a war going on.
It is a war
in these streets, my nigga. And right now, we have a lot of things that men are speaking out and being very vocal about when it comes to dealing with dating of all races, not just a black, of all races.
Yeah.
And so they've definitely polluted and changed the mindsets of women out here. Like I said, they want traditional men while being modern women. That's a typical saying that's going around, and it's a true thing. Yeah. But I'm just going to end it with that. And you got anything you need to say?
One more thing, fellas. Again, stay dangerous, stay solid, and stand on your square. Do not let nobody move you off center. Do not take advice from people who have not been in your shoes and who do not have the results that you're looking to get. Do not take that advice. Do not take shortcuts. Do not cut corners. Anything. I used to cut corners a lot. Do not cut corners. Take everything you do serious. That's all. I'm done with that.
It's the New Normal Podcast. Like I said, if y'all over there on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You on Facebook, share the video and give us a follow. We out.